All right, good afternoon to all the listeners of On Life, the influence of internet to our daily life. This is your host Brian, and this time I'm with the third year Bachelor of Secondary Education students, major in English, of one of my best mentor, my colleague, Miss Glenn Cortesano. And this wonderful students are representing the Laguna State Polytechnic University. So I would like to hear your voices. Good afternoon, Miss Glenn.
Good afternoon, Sir Brian, and welcome to my class. It's Technology in Language Education.
Thank you so much, Miss Glenn. And I have wonderful edu students here who are excited to share their thoughts, okay, and their experience. How does internet influence? How did this new technology affected their daily life? So I'm excited to call one of this student to be my participant, okay? So guys, are you excited with my first question? I think you are because most of you are serious, okay? To visualize to all my listeners, they are not smiling. Only Miss Padis, okay? One of our, mainstay student. Okay, she's familiar with this one. She's been featured actually in one of the on the spot podcasts that I made. Okay, I'm looking at their faces. Most of them are really serious. Okay, so I'm interested to know the answer of Miss Ira Tiburcio. Good afternoon, Miss Amy.
Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Okay, you're good. Excited, I guess. Nervous, I guess. Yeah, don't worry, Miss Amy. My question is very simple, okay? So I would like to know, all my podcast listeners are excited to know, how does the internet affect your lifestyle, Mr. Bursha? Can you share to all the listeners?
Uh, it affects my lifestyle in a good way again because it can help me to communicate my friends and also in school.
Okay, you've used that to go to the, communication and also help you in your school, right? Because nowadays we're using the technology most of the time, right? Okay, I think Miss Tiburcio is a little bit, nervous. Thank you so much. Now, I'll be calling as well Miss Aura Olga. Is Miss Olga here?
Yes, sir.
Hi, good afternoon. Oh, your last name is Miss Bandoy, right?
Yes, sir.
Hi, good afternoon, Miss Bandoy. How are you doing today?
I'm good, sir.
That's exciting. I love the energy that you have, Miss Aura. All right. So I'll be throwing in the same question to you, Miss Aura. Okay. How does the internet affect your lifestyle?
It does affect my day-to-day life in a very, very big way.
How, ma'am?
Because it does help me with school. It helps me connect with my relatives. So basically, it's for communication, for education, and you can also use internet to help yourself develop in different aspects of life. So if you want to learn new things, you can basically just it's just a click away. So it does really help you a lot in a lot of ways.
Wow. I love that answer. Thank you so much, Ms. Aura Bandoy. All right. So, see, my questions are very basic, so you don't need to be nervous. All right. Now, I'm already off to my second question, guys. All right. So, I wanted to know the positive and the negative impacts of being connected to the internet. Okay. I myself, I'm connected to the internet. I'll be honest, 22 hours a day, because sometimes I only have 2 hours of rest or sleep. But then I would like to know the positive and negative impacts of being connected to the internet. Let me call on Ms. Loriensen Doria. Ms. Doria, good afternoon. How are you? How are you doing today? You're doing fine? Perfect. Wow, that's wonderful. Okay. Love the hairstyle, Miss Doria. All right. So, Miss Doria, I wanted to know what are the positive and the negative impacts of being connected to the internet based on your experience?
I think the very first aspect that technology affects us is how we think, because the scope is very unimaginable and there are lots of people that is involved and can post their thoughts online. There could be negative and positive thoughts that could affect us as well, the audiences. And I think that is what the most obvious or most plain effect that technology gives us.
All right. Well, I consider that one as a positive impact. But how about a negative impact, Miss Doria? All right. Let's be realistic. Okay. There's always a positive impact, but also let's be honest with ourselves. What do you think is the negative impact of being in the internet for a whole day, perhaps? What do you think is the negative impact of that?
There could be some fake news, I think, that could lead people into misunderstanding and some negative thoughts that could affect us as well. Like for example, um, those those things that could bring us down or let our emotions eat us alive. Like for example, some negative thoughts that really affect us, especially this day that we are in trying times because of the COVID pandemic.
Ah, I see. All right. Well, yeah, this word that I've heard, this COVID-19, this is always one of the negative impacts, not just, with our health, with our mental awareness, but also when it comes to the internet. Okay, this COVID-19 really affects us that much. Thank you so much with that response. All right. So now let's jump in, okay, to the third questions, okay? So I would like to know your personal experience that the internet affected your life, okay? So what experience, okay, based on your personal life, okay? Now let's call, all right, do we have Angelica Grace in here? Do we have Angelica here? I think. Angelica, can you hear us? I think you're still on mute. Hi, Angelica. Can you hear us now?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Okay. So, Angelica, can you share a personal experience where internet affected your life that much?
So, as we all know, internet is a very necessity needs that we are. It is it plays a vital role in our daily life. So for me, internet affects me in a positive way, in which it helps me communicate with people in a simple way through messenger or through video calls. And then the negative impact of internet for me is that I've been into it so much. I've been spending too much time in social media. And so I think that I need to have limitations in internet or mobile phones.
All right. Well, she's very honest, okay? She mentioned that, or let me use this term, okay? She's been addicted with the internet because of this, messenger, this Netflix, okay? I'm always hearing this Netflix is really in trend right now. And that's the good thing, okay? There's still this learning, okay? Good thing. These wonderful soon-to-be educators know how to limit themselves, okay? Love that idea Angelica, because you realize that, oh, I'm so hooked into this internet thing. I need to put some limitations, okay? Love that answer, all right? Now, let's hear another idea from... We have Miss Ferline Torrecampo.
Hello.
Hi, good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Wonderful.
How about
Good to
you?
hear that. I'm always excited. Miss Glenn knows I'm always excited in doing this podcast. So I wanted to hear a personal experience of Miss Torrecampo. How did internet affected your life? Make sure it's personal, okay?
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry about the noise. That's my
No worries.
Actually, I'm very grateful because the internet. Actually, I'm working from home.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from being a student, I'm also working from home. I'm on ESL teacher.
Oh, we're in the same field. That's nice.
I'm grateful that internet has helped me work and provide for my family.
Mm-hmm.
So, and because of the pandemic, I don't have to go to school. I can just study at home.
Mm-hmm.
So it actually gave me a lot of time for my son also. I don't have to travel or commute and spend time in, let's say, in the jeepney or in the bus. Unlike before, I spent like more than an hour there in Pansol.
I know.
Yeah, so I'm just grateful that
Wow.
we have internet at home.
It's nice. Nice to hear. A very good experience, okay? Because a working mom who's, still improving herself by taking up education, all right? So a very lovely experience that you've just shared. Thank you, Miss Torrecampo.
Sure.
All right, now off to my we're almost there, guys. Don't you worry, all right? So off to my second to the last question, all right? How does the internet move you as a student? Okay, so put the perspective of a student here. How have you been moved by the internet? Okay, let me call Angela Domini. Was it? Hi, Angela. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, hi. So how does the internet move you as a student?
Just like what you said earlier, it has disadvantages and advantages. So for me, it moved me in a way that there are a lot of resources that I used in my studying, and then it connects people. Yeah, like number one is the communication, and lastly, it affects my productivity in online classes because it is positive. Just like what Angelica further said, it affects me in a positive way because we all know that we are struggling and still facing the COVID-19 crisis, and internet is one of the most big impact, has the most big impact in our education because it connects, though it is difficult, it connects, and we are still trying to cope up with education.
All right. Wonderful, wonderful. Very well said. So it moved Angela because internet connects us to the education. Okay, so that was really fantastic. Oh, let me just have a look in here. All right. Yes, Miss Glenn, no worries with that question. I'm always available. Like I mentioned, 22/7 because the 2 hours is meant for my sleeping. So I'm available 22/7. Okay. Okay, that's my response to Miss Glenn because she just asked a question to me. All right, and finally, to end up, okay, this very wonderful episode of On Life, all right? I will ask for suggestions, okay, from anyone here in the group. What's your suggestion to the internet users, all right, nowadays, okay? Those who are in your age. Okay, I know there are different age bracket here, all right, but then I would like to hear from who's the new faces here. All right, because I've heard several voices. I think, oh, this one, Ms. Evelyn Dawn. Hi, Miss Dawn. Hi, Miss
Yes,
Dawn.
sir.
Yes, hi. Good afternoon. I would just like to ask a few suggestions. Okay, what would you suggest to the internet users nowadays? Okay.
We all know that internet it's very essential tools that we are using during this time since we are experiencing the new normal educational system that we were able to interact with each other where they use different technological tools just like Zoom and Google Meet. So if, for me, as an internet user, we should be more responsible in using it and don't abuse using technological tools or any application.
All right. Wonderful. Very simple yet really applicable. You need responsibility, right? So thank you, Miss Dawn. All right. And one more. Okay, I'm gonna be calling one of our colleagues in the webinar. Okay, this student has been, a speaker already. All right. Her camera keeps on moving, hasn't it? Good afternoon, Miss Padis. How are you?
I'm good, sir. Actually, I have a tutor.
Oh yeah, but yeah, let's just be quick. I would just like to hear your quick suggestion to the internet users, okay? What can you suggest to them?
I suggest that know the ethical uh, very ethics of this when we are using the internet. So for me personally, I really suggest to really have a limitation when it comes to using internet because sometimes we have to disconnect for us to be really connected with those people who are around us.
All right.
So just a simple suggestion that.
Yeah, that's really nice. I love that idea actually. Okay? You need to disconnect in order to get connected to those who really cared for you. Yeah, internet will take care of you. Internet will give everything. In just one click, it will give you lots of information. But technology is not the really one who will take care of you, but your family, your loved ones, okay? That's the most precious thing that we need to take care of. Internet is created by humans. So us humans must be taken care of by another human itself. All right? So sometimes, just like what Miss Padis mentioned, you need to disconnect to this new technology in order for you to see the beauty of life out there. Even though we're facing this pandemic situation, still there is hope. Our Creator would not leave us in this situation if we would only believe, if we would only moderate the use of internet. All right, so thank you so much, third year students, a Bachelor of Secondary Education major in English of LSPU, and hearts out to Miss Glenn Cortesano for allowing me to have this opportunity. All right, I'm very happy, Miss Glenn. Thank you very much, ma'am. Any thoughts from you?
Well, thank you so much, Sir Brian, for teaching this group of students the use of podcast. And I know that the students will be applying what they have learned from you. Remember, we have to be equipped with the various technology tools which we'll be using when we are already in the field. So, congratulations, Sir Brian. The lecture is very comprehensive, and thank you so much to the students who participated in. All right, and keep on moving and keep on realizing what the internet can give us. There is always the positive and the negative side. The most important thing is we know how to weigh. Okay? The most important thing is we know how to balance and manage. So once again, congratulations and thank you very much.
You're most welcome, Miss Glenn. All right. So again, to all my listeners, thank you so much for tuning in to on life, the influence of internet to our daily life. So I'm hoping for you to listen again, jump in to this podcast channel. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, everyone. And then